I have like an hour down here. The sun is out, which is a marked difference from yesterday. There was, yeah, I mean, if you guys saw the live yesterday, there was, there was no sun at all, so that's good, I guess. There's more people out too. Hey SJ, how you doing? I was at a hotel last night, so looks like the Sunset Fire, which is the one in my area, is mostly contained. I think so that's good. I just talked to Jonathan Green. You guys know him, he's a reporter too, and he's down here, so I might run into him on this walk because he was coming, he's kind of like, he's going to be in the same direction. Going the opposite direction, I mean, sorry. So yeah, I mean the sun's out, but you can still see the fire, obviously. I couldn't even really see it yesterday when I did that live. And then when I went back and watched it, I was like, oh, yikes. Like, Never an Aaron says stay safe out there. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did not love staying in that hotel yesterday. I'll just say that. Sounds like things are okay back where I live, though. I talked to some folks, so. I'll try to get out on the days where I have more time. I'll try to get out on Sunday or maybe Monday. Maybe I'll get out to the Altadena area. People have been pretty cool. I mean, the people at the hotel were super nice. I mean, it was crazy. There were so many people there, who were fleeing their homes, and they're lucky to be able, we're lucky to be able to go to a place like that. And then this guy at the CVS just now gave me like a couple KN95 masks, just gave them to me because they were sold out, but they kept a few. People have been pretty cool. I definitely think there's a short story or something in the, I forget if I said this the other day, but the things you take with you when you have to evacuate, like what do you just automatically grab? And unapologetically me. How you doing? I have like all that stuff. Like I'm carrying some of that stuff with me that I don't want to leave in the car even for a little while. So I'm like, backpack is kind of heavy right now. I haven't even really been out to be able to, I guess maybe I could try to check out where the Sunset Fire was. That's where I live, but I had to kind of flee the area yesterday, so. Which I'm not super happy about that. Hey Lily, how you doing? It's a beautiful scene here, and unfortunately, because of the fire. But I mean, if you were to look at this right now, it'd be like kind of hard to tell, huh? Like, all right, this is the bike path. So yeah, I talked to Jonathan, and he said he was walking basically in the other direction, so I might actually run into him. He was up in a more hard hit area earlier. I got to keep an eye on the time. Hey guys, I'm in Santa Monica, California. There's definitely more people out right now. I actually had to put sunscreen on because I burned. But yesterday there was no sun at all, so I didn't really have to. This is super weird. Unapologetically, me asked, "Did you feel the heat, or did the wind keep it cool?" I felt the heat. I could def. I thought this was a walking path, but maybe I was mistaken about that. Um, yeah, I could feel the heat a bunch of times since these fires started in more than one place. You can definitely feel it. When I was leaving, I don't know how far south people went, but it was pretty packed. I mean, I would imagine where I stayed last night would be. I mean, I know people left and probably went to places like Orange County. I talked to someone who did, but at the hotel, it was full of people who were evacuating, and that was like 20 or 30 miles away. I had a lot of places to go. I mean, I chose that for a couple different reasons, but I had like people have been really cool. So many people were. Maybe I'm more popular than I thought. A lot of people were offering me to stay with them, which is very nice of them. Uh, this is cool. Yeah, people were really cool. It's eerie. Yeah, I had a lot of choices, a lot of places I could have crashed at. I don't know why I'm laughing. It was just something funny in a way. I don't know why. I was like, I'm just gonna go to this hotel and just lie in bed. These situations kind of bring out some unusual things that happen. I definitely talked to someone in my that I've known for a long time who I really did not want to talk to, but it was like we both like someone I've known almost since I moved to LA, who like we definitely like both care about each other, but we don't really talk to each other that much. But when something like this happens, these weird things happen where you're just like, it's just interesting who you immediately check in on. Like, she was like, "Oh, I was just about to text you too." I was like, that is the weirdest thing, you know." And then we'll probably go back to the way it was before. It's weird. Oh, this must be like a staging area for the fire department. Wow. Look. That says Clemens Fire. Wow. That's so cool. I think that says Manteca. Wow. Manteca, that's way in Northern California. So these guys came all the way down here. Yeah, people come together in these kinds of things. I don't really agree with I'm not knowledgeable enough about, which is an increasingly big problem in our society, people pretending that they know something when they don't. Like, I'm not an expert in response to wildfires. I do know that our mayor made a massive, her not being here is a disaster, but in terms of the response itself, I don't feel qualified enough to give a judgment, you know, right now on that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, where do they eat and rest? I think these guys might be eating right now, actually. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, they deserve it, that's for sure. It's a tough job. Can't go too much farther. Probably have to turn around soon. You sent some firefighters down to help. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody really has come together. I would have been out there today, but with the evacuation, it just was not possible. I barely had time to grab any clothes or anything. It's crazy. I gotta walk back this way. I was just looking at something. I haven't really been paying attention to almost anything. It's just this is like priority one. I'm not. Even when I turned on the news when I was at the hotel, and of course the news is all about the fire, I was like, yeah, I think I've had about enough of this for one night. Wonder what Scientology's doing to try to exploit this as their MO. I'm sure they thought of something. Then again, in a disaster, I guess if I don't know, if it's water or something or whatever it is you need, if somebody gives it to you, you're going to take it, right? I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. But they have other ulterior motives, right? An agenda, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, Manteca is super far away, where that fire department's from. You said Natalie did a live this morning and part of it covered that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm sure they're out there, I guess. That was nice. She was just thanking them. It's important. You can hear the helicopter. It's up there somewhere. So I guess they did a massive, like the fire that, the reason I had to evacuate, the Sunset Fire, they did some massive airdrop of water. And I guess they had, because the Hollywood Reservoir is right there, they said they had more access to water, and they were able to really, that's the one that actually they've had the most success so far in stopping. So yeah. Air quality right here is actually not that bad. Yesterday it seemed like a little worse. I kept getting hit with that sand. But we'll see what it's like when I get back to my neighborhood. Just making sure I didn't miss I think it's this way. Yeah, there we go. I recognize this artwork right here. It's so colorful. been good to definitely not log on too much, not see too much of what's going on Twitter or whatever else. I just don't have time for that. All these people who are like engagement farming and trying to get people mad and all this stuff. It's ridiculous. And there's all these people posting information and that's just wrong, like about the fires and stuff. And then there's all these like fake reporters out there, which is the last thing in the last 10 years. Like everybody's a reporter now, right? So you can be a fake reporter now from anywhere in the country. Like it's kind of funny in a way. Like one person who's clearly a right-wing extremist on Twitter was like posting some videography that was, I think she's in like Coachella or something. I wasn't sure, but it was like, oh, these type of people are everywhere now. Like it used to be more concentrated in just a major city. It's crazy. They'll crop up and then disappear. It'll be like a couple years and then they'll just kind of move on or disappear. It's a good workout though. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm about to get a coffee after this. Unapologetic community said they don't want to do the real work. Yeah, it's crazy how like that's the thing about the internet. Like before, people had a limited kind of like a person like, let's say, I don't know, I thought of an example but I didn't really want to like say her name or something, but like, all right, a Chaya Wright chick, okay, like that's a person who, if you ever saw her, that interview with Taylor Lorenz, whom Taylor Lorenz made her look like a fool. She's just a person with no, like, she was just this person who without the internet would not be able to have that kind of, do that kind of damage to people. Jack Posobiec would be another example of a buffoon who would be completely unknown, if not for a Twitter account, that kind of thing. Oh, man. Yeah, the sun is out today. Not sure what's going on there. Now there's people like, have you guys seen like, I don't know how to describe it. There was some account that one of the guy at BBC who does like reports on misinformation and stuff like that, like a similar beat to what I do. Like he was posting like people like saying like something's coming, like basically the left wing version of QAnon. That's what he was saying. It was this account, Jack Hopkins. Like it did make me laugh. like something's gonna happen. It was like, dude, these people they're just frauds. They're just engagement farmers. They actually had, I don't know if you guys saw that, they had it was like a public, like a service ad or public safety ad about the fire. It was like saying to evacuate. Yeah, there it is. That's good they do that. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. It was Jack, I think it said Hopkins, but his avatar is like him with, like, it looks like kind of like Hunter S. Thompson. But he was basically like, it literally was like the left wing version of QAnon. Like it was just like, something's happening, and like with no information. And I know what he's insinuating. I just don't want to say what it is, but it's pretty embarrassing. Like nothing's happening. The only thing that happens is when people in real life, try to do the right thing. That's what makes things happen. Maybe it was somebody else then. Pretty sure that's his name though. It's blue and on. That's kind of the word I'm looking for, if you guys know what that is. That's kind of what that post was blue and on stuff. I don't think we need that kind of thing. Oh man. All right, y'all, I think I'm gonna grab that coffee. Be safe. I'll talk soon.